Top 10 business buzzwords to avoid and what to say instead. First, let's explain what buzzwords are. Buzzwords are trendy, catchy phrases or terms that are often used in the business world. Buzzwords can create barriers in communication and prevent a clear understanding of the message being conveyed. They can also make you sound pretentious, unoriginal, or even insincere. By avoiding buzzwords and using more straightforward language, you'll ensure that your message is clear, easily understood, and more authentic. Let's first start with bandwidth. This term describes an individual's or a team's ability to manage extra tasks or responsibilities. As an example, a manager might state, "Our team doesn't have the bandwidth to take on additional projects at the moment." Since you can't use bandwidth, which word can you use to replace it? You can replace bandwidth with capacity or availability, and the manager's sentence will sound, "Our team doesn't have the capacity to take on additional projects at the moment." Next, we have best practices. These are the most effective methods, techniques, or processes that have been proven to deliver optimal results in a given situation. An example is, we should research industry best practices to optimize our supply chain management. Use proven methods instead, and the sentence will sound, "We should research proven methods in the industry to optimize our supply chain management." Moving on to action items. These are tasks or assignments that need to be completed by a specific person or team following a conference call. An example is, "Please review the action items assigned to you during our last meeting and provide an update on their status." Instead of using this term, simply say "tasks to complete," and the sentence would sound, "Please review the tasks to complete assigned to you during our last meeting and provide an update on their status." Now let's discuss pain points, which are problems, challenges, or frustrations faced by customers or team members that need to be addressed or resolved. An example is, "Our customer feedback survey highlighted some pain points that need to be addressed, such as long wait times for customer support." You can replace it with "challenges or issues." The next term is touch base, a phrase used to indicate the need to check in or follow up with someone on a specific topic or issue. For example, "I'll touch base with the marketing team later this week to get their input on our new campaign." You can replace it with "check in or follow up." Sixth phrase is deliverables. Deliverables are tangible or intangible products, outcomes, or results that are expected to be produced as part of a project or initiative. An example is, "The client expects the deliverables to be submitted by the end of next week, so let's make sure we meet the deadline." You can replace it with expected outcomes. The seventh is traction. Traction is the progress or momentum of a project, initiative, or idea, often discussed in terms of gaining support or achieving results. An example is, "Our new product is gaining traction in the market, as evidenced by the increasing sales numbers." You can replace it with progress or momentum. The eighth term is deep dive. Deep dive refers to an in-depth analysis or exploration of a specific subject, often used to discuss a detailed review of a project or issue during a call. An example is, "In tomorrow's meeting, we'll do a deep dive into the latest financial report to understand the reasons behind the revenue decline." You can replace it with in-depth analysis. The ninth term is takeaway. Takeaway is a key point or lesson learned from a discussion, often summarized at the end of a conference call. An example is, "One important takeaway from today's presentation is that we need to focus on improving customer satisfaction." You can replace it with main point or lesson. Lastly, we have low-hanging fruit. It refers to easy tasks or goals that can be quickly achieved, often discussed in the context of prioritizing work or identifying quick wins. An example is, "To improve our sales figures quickly, let's focus on the low-hanging fruit and upsell to existing customers." You can replace it with easy tasks or quick wins.